Okay guys, so what I'm here to talk about today is some NBA news. And according to Chris Broussard of ESPN, LeBron has decided to exercise his early termination option and declare himself a free agent this offseason. Now, I kind of knew that this would happen for the past 9 months, and I'll insert a clip in just a second explaining why and where he should go. And that clip is coming up right now. Okay guys, so I'm here to talk to NBA. And more specifically, the topic of this video is going to be why LeBron James should consider signing with the LA Clippers. Now, the main reason why I say this is because while LeBron James has won back-to-back titles and quite possibly is on his way to a good one, the fact of the matter is, if LeBron James stays in Miami long term, he'll quickly realize that in order to win more championships, he needs another elite player. And as hard as this is for me to say, D-Wade is not an elite player anymore because of his knee injuries. D-Wade last year averaged 21.2 points per game with 5.1 assists and 5 rebounds. Less than his career averages, which are 24.7 points per game with 6.1 assists and 5.1 rebounds. Now, in order for LeBron James to be successful in Miami, he'll have to convince Wayne Wade to opt out so they could get another superstar like Paul George, maybe even Carmelo, and I just don't think D-Wade is gonna do that just because it wouldn't be a smart decision financially. Right now, if D-Wade were to go on the market, he would be worth $10 to $12 million in my opinion. That's way less than what he's scheduled to make next year, which is $18.6 million. So I think LeBron is thinking D-Wade is probably not gonna opt out. I'm gonna be the only superstar here, and my hope of winning a title will quickly go down the drain if I don't go somewhere else. And that's where the Clippers come in. Because I think the Clippers are kinda like an no man's land this year. And what I mean by that is, while the Clippers might be the greasy this year. I can say most likely will be out in the first round. Just basically because they failed to acquire another wing player who can attack the basket and take some pressure off Chris Paul. Or they could have acquired a big man who could have done double teams and opened things up for Chris Paul and all the other wing players, as well as showing Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan how to further develop their postgame. So I think at the end of this year, Chris Paul and Doc Rivers are gonna realize that they need another superstar if they wanna take it to the next level. And I think Chris Paul is gonna talk to LeBron James, because LeBron James and Chris Paul playing together would make life easier for each other. LeBron James does not have to worry about being a point guard. He just has to worry about being in the right spot to score the basketball and playing defense, since Chris Paul is arguably one of the three best point guards in the NBA. Chris Paul last year averaged 16.9 points per game with 9.7 assists. So LeBron James does not have to worry about distributing the basketball, making sure he finds people, making sure he makes the right pass. He just has to worry about being in the right spot to get the ball. Now, for Chris Paul, this will be easier because LeBron James will take some of the pressure off of Chris Paul late in games. Chris Paul won't have to worry about Chris Paul doesn't have to worry about carrying a team on his shoulders in the fourth quarter. Him and LeBron can share those duties, and that will take some pressure off Chris Paul because he will be paying more attention to LeBron than they would with Chris Paul, and that'll open things up for Chris, as well as when Chris Paul needs a break, LeBron can take over the point guard duties, or when teams are double teaming Chris Paul, LeBron can take over the point guard duties and be the playmaker and make sure that players get the ball. Now, how this would work, how this signing would work would be via sign trade. The Miami Heat will most likely ask for Blake Griffin. Then he's a dynamic player, and in 2 or 3 more years, he will have a more polished postgame. Blake Griffin for his career. Has been averaging 20.4 points per game with 10.4 rebounds. Imagine in 2 or 3 years when he gets a more polished post game. So in Miami Heat would ask for him because they don't want to lose LeBron for nothing basically. They want a guy who could be quite possibly the face of the franchise. And just to end it off, I don't think LeBron will go back to Cleveland just because he'll be in the same situation he was in Miami. Because Kyrie Irving is also injury prone, so he'll be the only superstar. Kyrie Irving, although he had great numbers, last year he missed 23 games, even though he averaged 22.5 points per game with 5.9 assists. So I think LeBron will be heading to go back to Cleveland just because I'm gonna be in the same situation that I'm in now, and plus I'll be making a lot less money than I would in Miami. So guys, tell me what you think of this. Peace.